Right now, someone is controlling you without saying a single word. They're not yelling, they're not arguing, they're not even making eye contact. And that's exactly how they win. Because while you're desperately trying to fill the silence, explain yourself, justify your actions, they're sitting back, watching you unravel, and collecting every piece of leverage they need to dominate you completely. The truth nobody tells you. Silence is the most brutal weapon in psychological warfare, and you've been losing this war your entire life. Welcome to Shadowmind, the only channel that gives you the dark psychology, tactics the world doesn't want you to know. I'm here to expose the manipulation games people play in the shadows, so you can see them coming, defend yourself, and if necessary, use them to take back control of your life. Today's video will completely change how you see silence. By the end of this, you'll understand why silence makes you panic and confess things you never intended to reveal. The exact psychological mechanism manipulators use to weaponize quiet moments against you. How to flip this weapon and use strategic silence to make others submit to your frame. This isn't theory. This is practical, field-tested dark psychology you can apply immediately. Before we go deeper, do me a favor. Smash that like button right now. Subscribe to this channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss content that could change your entire social dynamic. And if you know another man who's constantly being played, manipulated, or controlled, share this video with him. He needs to see this. Here's what you need to understand first. Human beings are terrified of silence. It's hardwired into our biology. Thousands of years ago, silence in a social setting meant rejection. Rejection meant exile. Exile meant death. So your brain treats uncomfortable silence as a survival threat. When someone goes quiet on you, especially after you've said something or done something, your nervous system interprets that silence as, they're judging me. They're upset. I did something wrong. I need to fix this now. And that's when you start talking. You start explaining, justifying, apologizing, offering more information, anything to break the tension and get them to respond. And that's exactly what they wanted. Because the person who controls the silence controls the frame. And the person who controls the frame controls the entire interaction. Manipulators know this instinctively. They don't need to study psychology. They've learned through trial and error that when they go silent, people crack open like eggs and spill everything. Your secrets, your insecurities, your weaknesses, your leverage points. All handed to them, gift-wrapped, because you couldn't handle 10 seconds of quiet. Stage 1, the silence trap. Let me show you how this plays out in real life. You say something, could be anything, an opinion, a boundary, a request. They don't respond. They just look at you or look away. Blank face, no reaction. Your brain immediately goes into panic mode. Did I say something wrong? Are they mad? Should I have said that differently? So you talk again, you re-explain, you soften your position, you add context you didn't need to add. And now you've just negotiated against yourself. They didn't have to say a word. They just stayed quiet, and you voluntarily weakened your own position. This works in salary negotiations, arguments with a partner, confrontations at work, any situation where you're trying to assert yourself. The manipulator uses silence as a pressure chamber. The longer they stay quiet, the more pressure builds inside you until you explode and give them exactly what they want. Stage 2, the 3 types of weaponized silence. Not all silence is the same. There are 3 types manipulators use, and you need to recognize each one. Type 1, punishing silence. This is the cold shoulder, the silent treatment. They go quiet to punish you for something you did. It's emotional abuse, disguised as needing space. The goal, make you so uncomfortable that you come crawling back, apologizing for things you didn't even do wrong, just to make the silence stop. Type 2, interrogation silence. This is used in sales, police interviews, and psychological warfare. They ask you a question you answer, and then they just stare at you. Your brain thinks That wasn't enough. I need to say more. So you keep talking, and the more you talk, the more you reveal information you never intended to give. Cops use this to get confessions. Salespeople use this to get you to talk yourself into the sale. Type 3, dominance silence. This is the silence of someone who doesn't need to explain themselves. They make a statement, you react, and they just don't engage. Not because they're hurt, not because they're manipulating, because they don't need your validation. This is the silence of power, and ironically, it's the only type of silence you should actually respect. Stage 3, how to defend against weaponized silence. Here's how you dismantle this weapon. Defense 1, name the tactic. When someone uses punishing silence on you, call it out directly. I notice you've gone quiet. If you have something to say, say it. I'm not doing the guessing game. This immediately breaks the spell. They either have to engage like an adult or reveal they were playing games. Defense 2, match the silence. If they go quiet, you go quieter. Don't fill the void. Don't explain yourself. Don't break first. Silence is only a weapon if you're the only one feeling the pressure. When you match their silence, you turn it into a standoff, and standoffs favor the person with more emotional control. Defense 3, exit the frame. If someone is using silent treatment to manipulate you, the nuclear option is to just leave. Physically leave the room, end the conversation, go do something else. This communicates, your silence doesn't control me. I have better things to do than wait for you to stop pouting. It strips them of all power immediately. Stage 4, how to use silence as your weapon. Now here's the advanced move, using silence offensively. Tactic 1, after they talk, pause 3 seconds before responding. This does 2 things. Makes them wonder if what they said was stupid. Gives you time to choose your words carefully instead of reacting emotionally. Tactic 2, when someone says something disrespectful, don't react, just stare. No words, no anger, just look at them. The silence says, really, you thought that was acceptable. It's more powerful than any comeback. Tactic 3, in negotiations, state your position once, then shut up. Don't justify, don't over-explain. State what you want clearly, then go silent. The pressure is now on them to respond, and whoever speaks first in a negotiation usually loses. So let's wrap this up. Silence is being used against you every single day, in your relationships, at work, in every power dynamic you're part of. But now you know how it works, you know how to defend against it, and you know how to use it yourself. If you got value from this, subscribe to Shadowmind right now and turn on notifications. We're just getting started with the deep psychology most people will never understand. And remember this, the person who controls the silence controls the room. I'll see you in the next one.